Our Events Roundup story this week comes from the most active MMM community as of now, MMM Nigeria. While in our MMM Gives Back, we look back at 3 stories from MMM Philippines and MMM Peru that showcase MMM's power of giving. For his Just an Opinion segment, Guider Emil San Juan tells us why we must improve the quality of our video of happiness. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC. The MMM Nigeria community is currently the most active among the different MMM communities. Guiders from different locations of the country are making sure that a week does not pass without events happening on their areas. One of such is Guider Olantobusun Fagbemi, who hosted an offline event at the Oxygen Club in Ibadan, Oyo State last July 13 of this year. His presentations ran for almost 2 hours, but his audience of more than 20 people remained glued to their seats. From his discussion about MMM's beginning and ideology to the benefits it gives, and the things that prospective members must consider before joining, the attendees were all ears to Guider Olantobusun as he explained things in detail. Some of his team members had their turn as well to provide their own testimonies about the MMM community. Guider Olantobusun said that he was satisfied with the way things turned out and that he is looking forward to conducting more events which shall help further advance the MMM community in Nigeria. Most of the guiders we featured before from MMM Nigeria were males, but it does not mean that women power does not have a share in advancing the community in Nigeria. Women leaders like Guider Morinkeshi Opa Shidu are also active in carrying the MMM flag. For her part, she organized live presentation for the people of Asaba, Delta State at Mr. Big last August 20 this year. She made a short welcome message before opening the occasion with a prayer. From there, she slowly introduced her audience of about 12 people to different topics that would make them understand more what MMM stands for and how it works as global community. And to ensure that she and her audience were on the same page before they go home, she encouraged them to ask all their questions at the last part of the event. She also clearly answered all of their queries while flashing her warm smile often. 1 week later, on August 27, 2 guiders, both coming from Lagos State, took the baton and organized events that further introduced people from the state to the workings of the MMM community. The first was that of Guider Modestus Amadi. One section of his presentation focused on introducing his audience to MMM's history, ideology, benefits, and risk. Next part was devoted on showing them a live demonstration on how to register and how to operate the important sections of the MMM personal office. The program lasted for about 90 minutes, and all throughout, Guider Modestus spoke in a relaxed tone while explaining the concept or answering questions thrown by his guests. One of the reminders that he advised them was not to change their banking details when intending to do Get Help after a few days. Before the event ended, MMM t-shirts were given out to the attendees as a token of appreciation for the time they spent to learn more about the MMM community. Guider Araloyin Joshua was the second guider from Lagos State that had the presentation on August 27. His event was about half an hour shorter than that of Guider Modestus, but he ensured that all elements needed for his audience to understand how the community works were all discussed. He even allowed them to ask in-depth questions about MMM before ending the event. Although his goal was for them to see the beauty of the community's ideology, he reminded them several times to also consider the risks before making a final decision to join. He cautioned them to never treat MMM as a business or investment, but as a community of mutual financial aid that only asked people to use their spare funds and not their entire savings. It was a plain white long-sleeve shirt which others would deem too ordinary. But what made it unique was the MMM logo prominently embroidered on his shirt's left pocket. That was how Guider Shidi Olisa looked when he had an offline presentation at the Modotel Hotel in Enugu State last September 2, 2015.
His real name is Sergei Mavro.
He warmly welcomed his audience of about 20 people. For about an hour and a half, he patiently showed them the intricacies of the MMM community. He assured them that MMM cannot access the funds of members because it does not choose a central account and uses instead a peer-to-peer donation platform. And to make the flow of discussion more relaxed, Guider Shishi entertained questions from his audience as they come by. He made sure that before moving on to the next topic, they already have a clear understanding of the concept currently being discussed. Some members of his team also helped him out by giving their own inputs. While Guider Shidi opted for a long-sleeve shirt, Guider Okoshive Amudu went for a more simple approach. He donned a white shirt with MMM logo printed in the middle and put a coat over it as he did a live presentation the following day, September 3rd, at the Rocky Guest House in Wari, Delta State.
Mavro is the name of the founder of MMM.
He had about 12 people in attendance who all listened to him intently for around half an hour as he introduced them to the beauty of the MMM's global community. He showed them as well how to navigate the MMM personal office. While talking about the letter of happiness, he reminded them to not overlook this simple obligation as they might end up getting blocked. He also told them that it is every participant's simple way of telling others that MMM is working and is genuine in its promise to help ordinary people make their lives better. MMM ideology is anchored on the freeing power of giving. This has been inherent in MMM communities across the globe since its reemergence as a community of people helping people back in 2011. And for its week's MMM Gives Back, we celebrate the spirit by looking back at charity events from 2 countries. Our first event happened in the Philippines on the 17th of May last year when members of the MMM Philippines under the leadership of Guider Anton Bernardo visited Santa Clara, Batangas City for a charity presentation. 50 families received bags containing rice, sugar, coffee, milk, noodles, and a bar of detergent soap were given out as part of the charity event. In his presentation, Guider Anton mentioned that Mavro's vision of MMM through its ideology is very much the same as Bayanihan. The Bayanihan is a Filipino custom derived from a Filipino word, bayan, which means nation, town, or community. The term Bayanihan itself literally means being in a bayan, which refers to the spirit of communal unity, work, and cooperation to achieve a particular goal. The charity presentation lasted for a couple of hours, but the festive mood never dropped, seeing how the community works. 17 people decided to sign up that day, with 8 of them initiating provide help at the venue. The recipients were also very thankful for the gifts. One of those interviewed said that the free basic goods would help them with 2 to 3 days of expenses saved. On the volunteers' end, participant Scarlett Mendoza summed it up with these words.
Very fulfilling. No, nakikita mo yung mga taong nabigyan mo na nakatanggap, na yung donations mo, hindi napunta sa wala, napunta sila sa mas nangangailangan.
About a month later, on June 15, 2015, the Bayanihan spirit was shown again by the MMM Philippine community under Guider Anton Bernardo. This time, they visited the Palindan Elementary School in Ibaan, Batangas City, Philippines. On behalf of 249 students and 7 teachers, school principal Arlene Patena formally opened the occasion by welcoming the team and thanking them for their visit. Next up was the distribution of more than 240 t-shirts with MMM logo to students from kindergarten to grade 6. Snacks were shared while the distribution was ongoing. Afterwards, Guider Anton made a presentation about MMM and how it works. As for her feedback about the occasion, Councilor Juby Mendoza said that she was surprised at first because she couldn't believe an organization like MMM Philippines was willing to give help without asking for anything in return. She was thankful too on behalf of the students because she said they will all have a PE uniforms without having to worry where to get the money to buy them. MMM participants Juby Mendoza, a councilor in the municipality of Ibaan, and Barangay Captain Rolando Pasha also expressed their thanks to the community. As for the children, this was how they thanked the MMM community. From the Philippines, we now move halfway around the globe to Villa Maria del Triunfo in Lima, Peru, for our last look back story for this week. Margarita got pregnant with her daughter Daisy and was abandoned by her partner at a young age, so she had to be both the father and mother for her child. When Daisy was a year old, a tree branch fell on her that caused her hearing to be impaired. As a single mom, Margarita did not have the means to buy hearing aid for Daisy, as she had to provide food and shelter first for both of them. Margarita had to do several odd jobs to make ends meet, and most of the time, Daisy was left by herself at their house. Daisy even had to endure an attempted rape, but luckily she was unharmed. On her teens now, Daisy still have not tasted the benefit of having a hearing aid, while her mom is still working hard to send her to school and secure a better future for her. This situation was what inspired the team of participants from MMM Peru to help them out. So on November 26 last year, the team visited Daisy and Margarita and brought gifts for Daisy, a hearing aid and a computer. They were both emotional as they thanked the MMM community for the gifts. Aside from being able to hear well now, after 15 years, Daisy would have a computer that would help her with her studies. This act of kindness propelled Margarita to join the community and become a guider herself.
Good morning, everyone. I know that in some places it should be good afternoon or good evening, but I just want to greet you with a good morning as a sign of a new beginning for all of us. To those who are watching for the first time, my name is Emil, and this is Just My Opinion. During our segment last week, I shared my thoughts about the closing of hundreds of branches of the biggest banks in America. Many had actually researched for the article, and because of it, their belief in the ideology of MMM community was strengthened. Today, we have a very exciting topic again, and this will be about our favorite pastime in MMM, which is the video of happiness. I was thinking for a brilliant topic for today's segment when I accidentally clicked a suggested YouTube channel which contained a lot of video of happiness from different participants all over the world. There's from USA, China, India, Nigeria, Africa, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, and so on and so forth. Of course, the videos are mostly in their native language, but some are recorded using international language, which is English. Videos were mostly full of word of thanks to Mr. Mavro, a snapshot of PH and GH, and the most favorite line, "Together we change the world." And but what I observed is that most of the videos will only last for a minute or two. And it made me question if these people who are recording their video of happiness were really thankful for the assistance they received, or they just want to get the bonus. Now, I'm not speaking to a certain person or group, so don't be upset. I'm speaking in general, and my purpose is not to criticize anyone, but only to share my personal observation about these videos I watch. And don't worry, I'm not going to mention any name. My purpose for today's segment is to improve the quality of the videos we record to acknowledge MMM. I'm not really sure if it's just a coincidence, but most of the videos I watch only follow a specific format implemented by the administration. And for me, that actually sounds like a robot or a program that keeps repeating itself over and over again. Come on guys, we all know that we have a format to follow for our videos, but we are not limited to make it more creative. I mean, in our video of happiness, aside from the assistance we receive, we might want to tell everyone how MMM changed our lives, our perspectives, and the way we see this world after we joined MMM. In that way, everyone who will watch our video and testimonials will be able to feel that we are genuinely saying what we truly experience in MMM. Just like what I did before on one of my letter or video of happiness, I told everyone that I received a specific amount of money donated by the MMM participants, and I stated that the part of the money will be used to buy a gift for my mom's birthday, and the rest will go to business that I want to establish. And I really mean, I actually showed the gift I bought for my mom, and you know what happened the next day? Guess what? Most of my friends who are negative about MMM joined my team. They actually provided help using their spare money. I was really surprised, so I asked those friends that joined me, and they said they were actually fired up when they watched the video of happiness I posted on Facebook. It made me feel that I actually did the extra mile, and I just did the right thing with regards to video of happiness. And you know, the bottom line of this is, whenever you create your own video of happiness, make the most out of it. Don't just do it for the sake of bonus, because you know why? Every video you posted about MMM reflects the whole community. So in every video that you do, be the best that you can be. Who knows? The next big leader in your team is just waiting for your video before he shows up. All right. That's it for this week. I will see you again next week for a more exciting episode. This is Emil, and always remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day, and bye-bye. Take care, guys.
That caps our roundup for this week. Kudos to all guiders and members who keep on sharing their time and effort in spreading MMM's ideology of giving. With our combined efforts, we shall prevail. I am Mark. Always remember, together we change the world.